Ready?
Go ahead and start. So that's what I did with that hot dog. So.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Wow.
Good times in Mexico. Anyway, all right, so welcome to the live show. Today is March 8th, 2016, and we've actually got a special guest. We've got Bill. Bill, come on here. Yeah, it's Bill's birthday today. Happy birthday, Bill.
Happy. We would sing you the happy birthday song, but it's copyrighted, and we'd probably get kicked off YouTube.
Wasn't there like the birthday song? Like, how's it go? Like,
happy birthday.
No, it's like, this is your birthday song. It is a very long.
Yeah,
that's
I like that one. Yeah, that works.
That's a good one.
It's good. It's
so,
good.
Bill, you're in a ripe old age of 17?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Man, you don't look a day over 12. God, you look great for your age.
Oh, man.
No, I think I might sit on the containers in between.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Don't knock anything over.
You're like creep in the background here.
All right, so thank you.
I can sit up straight and I fit in the frame. Cool.
Thank you guys for joining us. Our special guest today is, of course, Jonathan from Airsoftology. Woo! There was much rejoicing. It's a Monty Python reference. Anyway, that being said, we've got some cool stuff to cover today, starting with our BB Wars event. We've got BB Wars Episode 5 coming up on March 19th. That's not this weekend. That's next weekend. Jonathan will be there. God bless America. It should be really fun because... it's at an abandoned water park, Rockahula Water Park, to be specific. And if you guys have never been or never played an airsoft water park, this is the most affordable chance you're going to have to do that. John Liu and Lion Claws have held multiple events there. However, they generally charge $100, $150, or $200. And our event at this same facility is going to be $55. We're trying to make it as affordable as possible so that you can make it to this event and have a chance to play at this water park before it's, well, knocked down for good.
Plot twist, it's a water park without water.
Dun dun dun.
Dramatic music, dramatic gopher.
Dun, dun, dun.
That.
We actually knew that ahead of time. It is really fun though, fighting in the lazy river. I mean, you've never played there, right?
Well, if you're fighting, is it really a lazy river?
No, it's a mildly active lazy river.
Okay.
Yeah, so moderately. Yeah.
So slightly sedentary?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Good word. Nice.
It was on my calendar this morning.
Oh, jeez. So make sure to get your tickets. They're actually going fast. There's limited slots available, and once we hit that upper limit, we are going to close it out just so we can keep the field playable for everyone. So I would suggest signing up on the Rebel side. You can sign up on the Imperial side if you really want to, but I wouldn't suggest it. That being said, we also have an
Imperial side.
We also have an event coming up on the East Coast that is hosted by our GI Tactical staff located in Chesterfield, Virginia, our GI Tactical store. It's in collaboration with CZ Airsoft in Fredericksburg, Virginia. It's a really cool field, and it's this is going to be an event where you basically come out, check out the field, have some cool scenario gameplay, and it's really just going to be an awesome day out there so you can get to know the local community and check out a cool field in your area. Now, on top of that, we're still shipping globally, so if you live outside the United States, like if you're watching the show from, let's say England, Ireland, Germany, anywhere outside of the United States, you can purchase from us. Just put everything you want in your cart and hit that global checkout button, and it'll let you know of any duties, taxes, or fees you're going to have to pay ahead of time, which is actually a nice process. The only place I think we don't ship to right now is North Korea, because they have been bad.
And Iran.
And Iran, yeah. What do you... Okay.
By the way, hi Adian, hi William.
Who what?
I'm reading the chat.
Okay.
You do your thing, I'll do my thing.
All right, fair play. In addition, we've got some cool specials you guys should know about. First and foremost of which, we have got some new pistols. These are CO2 1911s. Now, they're actually compatible with other mags you can see on the market. The EF 1911 mags will work in these guns, especially if you're looking for a CO2 pistol that works well, kicks like a mule, which these do. These are available for, I believe, $109 on our website. They're licensed by Colt, which is really cool. This is my personal favorite, the Colt government model. Pretty cool looking gun.
Silver baller.
Yeah. But yeah, check them out on our website. We have 4 different models of these in coloration. We got the two-tone version right here. We've got the version with the wood-styled grips. I believe we also have an all-black version, and yeah, that's where the CO2 goes.
Really?
I know.
I reversed the
I thought it was like hot air powered.
So check these out on our website. These are great for outdoor gameplay. I believe they shoot between 350 and 370. But yeah, check them out. These guns, again, like I said, kick like a mule, which is one of my favorite parts about them.
I like this one. It's got wood, but it's really dark.
Yeah.
You probably can't. You might be able to see it on the camera, depending on how well the resolution is. I like the grips. And it's brushed metal. You probably can't see that. The light's going to blow it out. But
Yeah.
there you go. That's it. Right there. Nice, pretty brushed metal.
Now, on top of that, we have special on pistols. We've got the FNX 45 and the M&P 9 gas blowback pistol. Now, those are, I believe, starting at $149.9, I believe, for the FNX 45. However, if you buy them right now on our website, you are going to get an additional magazine with the gun. So that's pretty much going to cut down your costs anyway. I would highly suggest having at least 2 mags with your pistol regardless. That's how I generally run my pistols. How do you usually do it?
Usually pistol plus like the mag in plus 2 spares.
Yeah.
That's the routine.
Indeedy.
So, and that's a good deal because these are not cheap.
No, they are not. I mean, the pistol itself is not cheap either. I mean,
No, I have this pistol
Yeah.
and I have 3 mags for it. And cool pro tip, the gas fill's right there in the back.
touche.
Sorry, entitled meme. I ate all my M&Ms.
Yeah, I know, and you didn't share with any of us or anybody out there. Isn't it rude when somebody brings food and doesn't share with the class?
I'm judging you, Bill. I'm judging the hell out
I
of
need
you.
We are
some
both
sugar
judging
and
you.
protein, so.
Unacceptable.
Because they were peanut M&Ms.
Jeez.
Gosh.
And now we got product placement back here.
Interesting question from William's son. How old is it to play, or how old do you have to be to play in Milsim games? Now, that generally goes with, multiple different Milsim organizers. They'll have different limits. Like some folks will say only 18 over, or let's say like at Line Claw's Military Simulation Series games, I believe the lowest they go is like 14 or 16, but you have to have a previous Line Claw's registrant vouch for you. Just say that you can handle the event. So it really changes from event to event. Our BB Wars events, which are not Milsim at all, by the way, just want to clear that up. Our BB Wars events generally have pretty much the lowest age that the field will allow. So at BB Wars Episode 5, Water Wars at Rockahula Water Park, I believe we're allowing as low as 14 years old to play.
Yeah, usually at Milsim events, the big gotcha is not the promoter, but more of the facility you're at. If you're at a military base, it is going to be 18 and up because that's the requirement of military bases. There's no way around that. I mean, even if the insurance goes all the way down and everybody's cool with it, it's just not going to happen. That's why most Milsim events are typically 18 and up. Some are a little younger. Like John Lou, depending on where they're held, you can go younger, like you said.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely correct. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to throw them in the chat. We'll get to them as much as we could have. Aiden Smith, hello, Jonathan. I wish I could have gone to Oregon Airsoft Arena a couple of weeks ago when you went.
Yep.
That's a statement.
I did. Yes, I said hi to him earlier.
That was the Aiden gentleman. Yeah.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Where you at, Bob? Seriously.
I'm quietly judging
dragging
myself.
behind.
Yeah. From CNC Studios, what is your favorite game mode? That's an interesting question. I'm going to assume you mean Airsoft. I'll start out first, but I'd like to hear your guys' opinions as well, except for Bill. Write him out.
Really?
Yep, really. No, I'm just kidding. My personal favorite game mode, in all honesty, I actually really like zombie games. They're so rare, and they're a lot of fun. Yeah, generally I can judge a good zombie event on how much poop I've put into my underwear. Because generally I get kind of scared at some of them. For me, that's a good zombie event when I pee a little bit. But yeah, I really like zombie events. What about you?
You're scared by your own shadow, Bob.
Oh, stop it.
I know. First off, let me address the elephant in the room. What are those?
They can't. Oh, they can't see it.
What
Look
are
how bright they are on
those?
the camera, dude.
Shoes.
Hey,
Seriously.
I got them from my training, and they actually helped. I dropped a minute off my mile.
I mean, seriously, take the 11-1 lipo out. You might want to go like to a 7-4 on
Nah,
it. Just
I
saying. Just
I
saying.
like the bright colors because they annoy people.
Anyway,
Mission accomplished.
so my favorite game mode, aside from accidental team killing, which actually happened. My last video at Desert Fox Fields. I just put the video up this week. Yeah, it was bad. You know what? I'm kind of. It just depends, really. Like, you like the zombie thing. I've had a couple good zombie games, but most of them are lacking. I kind of like really objective-based games, especially when there's more than one objective. So it really kind of splits the team, makes you think about it, and you really have to fight over different things. So it's not just like, hey, here's a bomb, go plant it. More like, here's objective A, B, and C, and then everybody's trying to figure out. So like, I guess you get a little more intense firefights, but you can also be strategic and kind of move around.
Strategery.
Well, objective-based games, like that sounds like, that covers like a wide spectrum of like events. Yeah, those. Yeah.
So I like the ones, honestly. It's usually like, okay, if you want to get down to it, hostage rescue.
Hold on one second. Continue the discussion.
Okay, so I'd say mine is probably push the bomb because it's opposite of capture the flag. So like bomb is in the center and the teams fight over it to put it in the other base. Because capture the flag, you go in there and you steal it, come back. But it's a whole different story when you got to take something and plant it in the heart of their defenses.
Yeah, we used to have a wheelbarrow game back. For anybody who's watching who lives in Nashville, Tennessee, who's played at Bad Karma Field, we used to have a wheelbarrow game. They had this like kind of like it was a big wheelbarrow. I really think it was more of a trailer for like a garden tractor, like a lawnmower. And like we would literally put an objective in it, like something big, and have to push it across the middle of the field, and it was wide open. This place was just like insane.
One that was really fun I played where it was basically one of these containers I'm sitting on, and the requirement is you had to have 2 people carry it, and they couldn't run. They could kind of jog, but you couldn't do a full sprint, and they couldn't use their rifle. Because some people we can shoulder and shoot with one hand. They're like, no, you have to use your sidearm. So you have to have people defending you, and all you have is your pistol to try and like keep people away. And you drop it in their base. Pretty fun.
It's good play.
Indeed.
Ian Province Young, please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. Why are there no Glocks in the U.S. for Airsoft? Very good question. Essentially, that's up to Glock. I believe we actually showed on our social media at SHOT Show that Glock finally did license some Airsoft pistols, but for law enforcement and military use only. So currently there are no Glocks legally available in the U.S. For Airsoft. So, hopefully they'll change their minds in the future. I mean, I know you saw a lot of the same stuff we did at SHOT Show.
Sure did, yeah. Right now it is law enforcement only. In the U.S., you're just not going to get them. I mean, as a company, they're at this point only wanted going to law enforcement. That's just their strategy. I really do, like you said, hope they change in the future. Fingers crossed. I met some of the guys that work there. I think, as things change and evolve and they test it out and they see that it works, it'll hopefully change. So otherwise, it's like black market, which is scary, and you can get it seized by customs, which I don't recommend doing.
Nope.
So
my question is, the ones for the law enforcement and military, are they shooting any harder, or is it just like, your standard 350, but they're only selling to Leo?
Standard, yeah. They're actually
they
one
are
of the
CO2 though.
They are?
Yeah, the ones I saw were CO2.
Okay, yeah. Well, they're made by, I can't say, but they're made by one of the 3 companies that makes Glocks out there. And that's currently making Glocks, because KWC doesn't really make them anymore.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to answer that one, but let's see. There was why are there not a lot of foreign camo patterns in the U.S.? That's an interesting question because, I think a lot of it has to do with popularity. Most U.S. or NATO-based camouflages are pretty popular over here. However, there has been a resurgence, as I know we have noticed. Stop it.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yes. We've seen a lot of folks with, Russian kit or Russian-based camo patterns.
I've been doing that.
Which is really fun. Their uniforms are actually pretty darn comfortable.
They are.
Yeah.
They're like big pajamas. If you guys have never seen,
right?
Yeah, if you guys have never seen a real legit Russian camouflage, especially the summer suits, they are exactly like wearing a pair of PJs. It is so awesome.
Bill, don't knock over everything.
Everything, seriously.
Quietly judging.
I'm loudly judging.
Yeah, fair play.
But no, those are good. I think it's availability more than anything, because if here surplus shops everywhere you can go pick up, multicam and ACU, UCP.
Yeah.
ACU, everybody's gonna be like, oh, ACU's a cut. I know ACU's a cut. UCP is the actual pattern. But you can get them anywhere, and I think it's just really hard to find like Flectarn and some of the other cool patterns, or DPM.
5-6 years ago when I started working at GI, I honestly did see a lot of folks wearing Flectarn out there and doing German impression kit, but I really I don't see them. I don't really see many of them out there anymore, and I honestly think it's mostly with popularity, just because people who want to get it will find a way to get it, like OSCAM.
Like the Russian guys.
Yeah,
there's a whole squad of guys that run OSCAM.
But OSCAM is very hard to get, but they found a way to get it, they got it, and it looks awesome. It actually looks like some old duck hunting camouflage.
It kind of does.
Yeah, which is really weird. When I first saw it, I was like, do you guys hunt? Where'd you guys get that? They're like, this is Australian camo. I was like, baloney. No, where'd you get that?
Got it at Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah, well, that's what I expected to hear. So, but it looks really cool, and it's fun to see them out there.
It's like big circles.
Yeah.
A bunch of overlapping different colored circles.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Someone was asking, what do you think about HPA shotguns? Have you ever seen someone on the field with one of those?
Yes, actually, I have a breacher, Marie Breacher.
Well played.
And I have been kicking the tires on HPA tapping it. And I have nothing that's HPA tapped. I do have HPA guns, like Polar Star Fusion Engine installed in one of my AGs, but the HPA tapped shotgun is pretty darn cool. I won't do the pistols. It just, to me, the mag change and all that's kind of crazy. It just adds another step. But considering that if you guys, what you have to do is you have to get the Angry Gun stock, or there's a couple brands that do it where like the tap's in the back,
Yes.
so it's behind the grip, so you can still change the shells out, and it's not like you're not really
Not
changing
getting in the
anything.
way, yeah. I think that would actually be a really... I'm almost tempted to do it myself with my full-length Tokyo Marui M870 just because, the gas chamber itself, I think it only holds enough, at least on my gun, it only holds enough for like 5, maybe 6 shells. And then the stocks that have like a smaller chamber in them only hold enough for like 2 or 3 shells. So being able to play all day with the HPA and just not have to worry about slam firing or just like going to town with the gun would be pretty awesome, especially with that breacher. That would be really cool.
Yeah, a little breacher, but it does add a stock to it, unfortunately, because the way the gas reservoir works in the breacher, it kind of fits in the grip, but it doesn't have a fill valve. The fill valve's on the top. So you do have to do the little Angry Gun buffer tube thingamadoogie. But still, it gives you a shotgun
so
like...
cut down.
Yeah, let me get on camera here. I'm showing you. Like, be like this. It'd be great.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Actual size.
Touche. This is an interesting question. I can't remember who said it, but what is the best attachment for a pistol? I think we're probably all going to say the same thing. My personal opinion would be flashlight. I really like having flashlights on my pistols. Your thoughts?
Yep. Flashlight first, second laser.
Do you find you use a laser in your pistol a lot?
I do when I do run night vision, because you cannot aim at all.
Yeah, fair
like
play.
from a guy who runs night vision, like when I do play night games, it's like looking at basically go into your bathroom, grab a toilet paper roll, empty it out, get the tube, stare down it, close your other eye. That's like looking through night vision, except just it's green. So peripheral vision is terrible. So you have to have a way to aim. You can't aim down the side, it's so hard. But flashlight, hands down, number 1. Laser would be number 2.
Yeah. What about red dots on pistols?
I'm not a fan, personally. That's me.
What about you, Bill?
Flashlight, but I mean, to be honest, I actually usually don't run any attachments on my pistols, because usually my pistol's like my last resort, and I can kind of point and aim. But a lot of times, like I've used like in events, like I have a separate like little mini mag light that you could just click the back to turn it on, and if I have to draw my pistol, I'll sling my rifle, pull out the flashlight, and I'll do one of these ones, so it's easier to click it off if someone's like sneaking up, or I can click it to strobe mode and really screw them up.
But to your point on adding red dots, this is the FNX 45 we were talking about a second ago. It does have the plate up here, and you can get the adapter for it, which I think who is it? Who makes all the Russian accessories?
Zenico?
No, it's not Zenico. It's Asura. Asura Dynamics.
So, yeah, that's right.
Asura, that's it. Answer my own question. So Asura makes a plate that'll fit this pistol exactly. So you can run a red dot up here. And I think Cybergun's coming out with, or Palco is coming out with a red dot that's going to go right on here too.
Ooh.
So.
Train.
Yes, it is a train. This is actually a question for you because you do run night vision, whereas us peasants do not.
Yeah. You have technically night vision.
Modern
Warfare 2?
I got night vision with Collector's Edition Modern Warfare 2 and some stuff I found at Toys R Us.
Which is still better than nothing.
It worked. Remember, we tested out the what brand was it? The PEC box that was the green laser and the flashlight.
Yes.
And that actually worked. Like, you went to the IR mode and you actually saw the IR laser.
Correct. From that Boy Scout, when using a night vision binocular, which eye do you use it with? I assume it means your dominant eye or non-dominant eye.
See, I'm an anomaly. I'm right-handed but left eye dominant.
Hey, so am I.
Cool. So I will run mine on my left eye, just because that's what I aim with, and that's what I typically do. Unfortunately, it causes the challenge when you're trying to sight down a rifle. So what I'll typically do, if I'm going to be really doing a lot of shooting, I will take it off my head mount and move it to my weapon.
Wow. Nice.
Actually, question on that. So, if, let's say you run, how much would it screw you up if you were running, like, the tube on your right eye and your left eye, and you're shooting both eyes open, like with your red dot, and would that kind of screw you up, since one you can actually see, the other one no?
Actually, it helps. Like, the way it works for me is I'll leave both eyes open, and as long as it's not like just pitch dark cave black outside, there's always some ambient light. You can usually make out shadows. Because it's kind of a one-time magnification, your other eye adjusts to the night vision normally, like your outside vision. So like I'm running night vision here, this side's normal, I can see, so I've got my night vision on. You'll start to fill in binocular vision. You'll get a little bit of depth at distance, because you'll see, like, let's say you look in the distance, there's a tree that's outlined or a building. You'll see it right over here, but this eye will still pick up the outline and the shadow.
So basically, your brain compensates.
It does.
The
It does.
human body is amazing.
Although this will look pinkish and this will look greenish.
From Vinton Win, what's your guys' thoughts on the Wolverine Wraith? Now, is the Wolverine Wraith, is that the stock that you can put the CO2 inside?
Yes,
Okay.
the Wraith is the stock that'll work with the M4 or with their, was it the other one? It was called the Spectre?
I can't remember, yeah.
I forget what it's called. The one that's going to be the bolt for the VSR-10. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Wraith, I like it. It's 12 grams, quick change. It does, 200 shots, so I think it'd be best for a DMR.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that. That'd be a really great setup for DMR. And the fact that, like, you can just put 12 grams in it, anybody can find those. They're really cheap, really affordable, and it works, obviously at cold climates very well. So pretty awesome, I think. I'm glad that Wolverine is continually coming out with new products, like here and there, just to solve small issues on the field. Like even their dust cover for their, I believe, is their HPA valves. Those are pretty cool.
The
addition.
filter,
yeah, the filter.
They have the filter, inline filter, and they also have the reg that now fits up in the grip.
Awesome.
Huh.
Yeah, that's cool. So your regulator lives in the grip of your gun.
That's cool. That's so you get rid of that whole business end on the tank.
Right. So you ditch the big hunk of metal at the top of the tank.
So it means you actually can probably fit it in a backpack much easier too.
Bingo. Or a hydro pack.
Hydro pack would be awesome because you can just route it where the hose goes.
From Vapor Elite, what are your thoughts on the Tokimuri AA12? Have you had a chance to play with it at all?
Yes, I have.
Ooh,
I know. It is nicer than it looks because it looks like cheap plastic in the photos and when you see videos of it. Way heavier than I expected. Most every silver part is metal. There's a few exceptions. A few of the silver pieces are plastic, but where they matter, they're metal. The weird things are the sling attachment is on the actual rear sight. I'm not too keen on that, and it rattles around like crazy.
It rattles around like crazy, but that's actually how the real one was manufactured.
Right, it is.
So.
Yeah, again, super cool thing. Adjustable hop up for each of the 3 barrels.
Yes, and what's interesting about that, I had someone else pointed out, is that not all the hop-ups, you adjust to go up and down. The top one you adjust to go up and down, but the left and right are adjusted to go, left and right, which increases the spread, which is, really thoughtful of them. That's pretty awesome. So
it is. It's super cool. Of course, you can dump a mag, and I forget how many. It's like 2 or 3 seconds.
Oh, so fast.
It's something like a 93 round mag. You get the box. We need the big drum mags because the regular box mag that comes with it.
It empties pretty quick.
Yeah. Now it does have voltage. Now for you guys looking at picking one up, you cannot run anything other than an 8.4 in it.
Yes.
Anything over that, it won't even fire.
It flashes a warning light and says no, and when the battery runs low, it'll let you know it's low too. So.
Let's see, from that Boy Scout. Bob, please give me a shout out. Please give me a shout out to my best friend Daniel. It's his birthday today too. Daniel, your shout out is approved. Well done, Jonathan. Well done.
It's not my first rodeo.
No, 'tis not. All right. If you guys are just saying statements like CO2 mags or this gun, we need to know, what you want to know, because the statement doesn't really help us as much. Someone was asking are Lancer tactical guns good for beginners? Obviously, we're going to get to all of you guys, but my statement is yes, I think they're great for beginners because they're very affordable, and when you're getting into airsoft, you don't want to just dump a whole bunch of money on an incredibly expensive gun. You might not understand how to work. Generally, it's a good idea to get, the beginner level or even the mid-tier of guns, just so you can, play with it, go out and see how what your play style is, and then decide, what kind of gun you want to fine-tune and get, really drop a bunch of money in. So Lancer Tacticals are great to get into the sport, as well as G&G Combat Machines. Lancer Tactical did a great job at, making, a functional exterior, but really making sure that they put all of that money in that small price point into a full metal gearbox that's competitive on the field. What about you?
Yep. To answer the question dead on, the Lancer stuff's pretty good, especially the stuff that they're actually OEMing for Lonex here recently.
Yep.
Of late. Really solid build. I know externally you're looking at polymer tip to toe, but internally they are a tank, an absolute tank of a gun. I did a review on them probably about 4 or 5, 6 months ago, and I came in with one expectation to go, okay, well, this is a good entry-level gun. It's kind of what I had in my mindset, and then when I actually got into it, I was really shocked and surprised in a good way. I'm not saying that Lancer's bad or anything. I'm saying Lancer makes quality product, but I wasn't expecting it to be this. Wow, this is, shoots really hard. You could throw anything at it. You can upgrade it to whatever you want. The gear set inside, using Lonex parts. So it's built like a rock. So, for me, honestly, I like them a lot.
That Boy Scout again was asking, what is your favorite PTS gun? I personally like one that is on the wall. It's right behind Bill.
right behind me,
Can you grab
this
that?
one.
The CMR rail?
Oh, don't knock over all
Yeah,
the other
oh,
guns.
if you knock the whole thing over, I'm going to laugh.
There we go.
Well, he's going to go to the hospital.
Do we have workers' comp?
Yes.
Okay.
So
You guys heard it.
This is the PTS RM4, or essentially the ERG, the electric recoil gun. What I like about this is, I personally really like gas blowback guns, but if I had to use an AG, which I do frequently, I would use this mainly because it gives me most of the recoil I get out of my gas blowback guns while still maintaining the functionality of an AEG. So I really like the electric recoil gun from PTS or the RM4 as well. It's essentially the same thing. But I mean, there are a lot of other guns from PTS as well that folks like. The PDR, I think that's a really cool gun. I wish I owned one of those.
The PDRC?
Yeah, the PDRC. I wish they'd come out the full version eventually, but I don't think they are. There's also a lot of folks love Masadas, so those are available, and they finally came out with a gas blowback Masada, which is pretty darn cool.
Yeah, that is really nice.
What about you guys? Do you have any favorite guns or even favorite products from PTS?
Well, PDR, the Masada was going to be the gas blowback version. After seeing it shot, that's my favorite. Second favorite though is it's the Mega Arms, the AR-10 gas blowback. Did I steal yours?
Yeah.
I stole yours.
I was gonna do that one because I saw
win.
that thing. It was awesome. There we go.
What about you, Bill? Your favorite one, even though you took it?
You know what? Because I did the review of the Masada, was about 6 months ago, 7 months ago. That thing was, I like that one because it had a lot of features in it that, like, on my LM4 I had to have done. Like, it came with the cup seal modification, so it had better gas efficiency out of the box. Smaller bolts, so it was snappier. Like, it'd shoot, you wouldn't have to really wait for a reset. It'd load the next BB right away. And, I mean, it's got the functionality of an M4, so you're used to it, but you got the different looks. A little bit lighter weight because it's polymer, and you can throw in that maple leaf bucking and you launch them far.
Nice. Really, we got one more question that we're going to show you guys a few quick videos that I kind of forgot about. Someone was asking, shoot, where is that question
Is that
about
the boss?
Yeah,
No, Spencer Fallon.
Spencer Fallon. I wanted to see what he actually wrote.
Yeah.
Do you have any info on the boss unit? Have you shot it? Do you like it? Any idea when it will come out? I've shot it. Have you had a chance to shoot it?
Yeah, I ran it at Code Red. Airsoft
Oh, that's
Park.
right. Yeah.
Yep.
I personally think it's an outstanding amount of fun. Also, an astounding amount of fun. What was your first impression of it?
It is a lot of fun. It's really cool. Just adding that sound. I mean, it's attention getting. I would love to put it on a support gun because I think it just is ready for just. It's cool. You can adjust the rate of fire independent of your gun. So if you just wanted to kind of shoot like a normal AR rate of fire, and you don't want to be like your gun maybe shoots 20 rounds a second, and you want it to be like 7 or 8 or something, or you want to kind of mix it up, or you want it to go off faster than your gun. It does it. It's pretty cool.
We don't have a definitive ETA on when it will come out. I believe the pricing info they discussed with us last time they were here was like really tentative, like maybe like $600.
$600 to $700. It's up there, but they had a lot of features in it that, like, I mean, you have to have like a pass card to activate it, and like it had full electronic controls on rate of fire and all that. So it had a lot going on.
Yeah,
I'm hoping they can bring it down a little. Like
take out some of the features.
Yeah.
Just
make it go
easier.
boom.
Yeah, indeed.
Just make it go boom.
Real quick, guys, we've got some stuff we want to show you. First of all, this is Bill going over the Colt 1911 railguns?
Yes.
So we're going to show you a quick video of him going over that right now.
Hey, what's up? So in my hand I have the
What are those?
Nikes. Anyway, beside the point. Right here in my hand, I have the officially licensed Colt 1911 full metal railgun. Now this bad boy shoots right around 370, 350 FPS and is right around the $110 mark at Airsoft GI. Really awesome, nice heavyweight, powered by CO2, so it's got a good solid kick. You also got white dot iron sights, so it's easier to acquire your target, and a nice rail for any accessories such as a laser, maybe a flashlight, or a grenade launcher if you really want to be that guy. So let's see how this bad boy shoots. There we go. Oh, and I'm empty. Check it out, airsoftgi.com. Hey, what's up? So
All right, so we hope you guys like that cool video or that quick video. So make sure to check out these licensed Colt CO2 1911s on our website. They should be called the Colt Railgun. That's actually what the manufacturer has been calling them, but I personally think they look really cool. This is my favorite. That's just me.
My favorite term.
Yeah. But also, again, we want to reiterate, we've got a BB Wars Episode 5 Water Wars coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend, and there's still a small number of tickets available. So if you know you want to go, get your tickets now to this operation that will be the most affordable event at Rockahula Water Park. What's up?
I think he has a question.
Can I bring a water gun?
If you want to, that's totally within your realm of possibility. So, but let's check out the advertisement for it right now. All right, so that was our quick promo for BB Wars Episode 5 Water Wars. Make sure to go sign up online for that event. It's going to be next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend.
Did you guys see this? My hair's standing up my arm. It gave me goosebumps. Goosebumps, I'm telling you.
Anthony Catrone, or Catron, please forgive me if I didn't say your name correctly. Hello from Kentucky. Good to see you there, buddy. You're from Tennessee, right?
Yeah, it's like we all like to call it Northern Tennessee.
Oh, ouch.
No, I got a lot of friends in Kentucky. Actually, no. My family's originally from Kentucky, and then actually right across the river in Louisville, from Jeffersonville, Indiana. That's where actually my family's from. So a lot of love for Kentucky.
Indeed. Yeah, you gave some very good recommendations when I visited Tennessee for some food out there.
I'll make you fat.
Yes, and
I will make you fat.
Mission accomplished. Let's see if there are any good questions. Will you guys ever go back to Battlehack Airsoft for their events? I am explicitly, desperately wanting to go back to Battlehack Airsoft for some of their events, especially their Revelation series. That game series looks like a whole lot of fun, especially if you play Fallout. You ever seen the Revelation series again?
I haven't. I've never been to Battlehack.
Oh, that's tough. Well, I mean, it is like technically all the way on the other side of the country. So, I mean, I
know, but still, it looks like so much fun.
It is. They run an amazing field.
Because Revelation's at the end of the year, right?
Yeah, it's around like November-ish.
So the thing is, though, if you do, you got to build some power armor.
Yeah.
And have a minigun.
Indeed. That Boy Scout. Do you remember me by chance? I also showed up as Elliot Ruoff in the past. Of course we remember you, Elliot. Yeah, we've seen you in a variety of live shows. I just didn't realize you changed your name. Hey, I'm 12 and I live in a place where there's not any airsoft places near, but I really like airsoft. Should I stop or not? I definitely think you should keep on going. I mean, there are a lot of folks I know in different parts of the country that, when they don't have a local field near, they'll go to someone who has a lot of property and have, private game. But, it is tough because, most different parts of the country, sometimes you don't have access to a good field. I definitely caution you, never, ever, ever take your airsoft gun out in public, ever. No matter how cool you think it's going to be, it's not. And you always want to obey the orders of a law enforcement officer. Mm-hmm. Now, so if you do know someone with, large plots of land that are okay with you going out there and playing, see if you can ask them and see what you can do about that. But again,
huge tracts of land or large?
Huge tracts of land. Monty Python joke. Well played, gentlemen. Well played. So many things I want to say. Okay. Are you guys going to come up to Washington to play Airsoft? I live in Washington. If you guys are, please tell me. I'm a super fan. I really want to play with you guys. Well, thank you, Williamson. I appreciate that. When we can publicly announce a game up in Washington or in other parts of the country, we'd be happy to do that. Until we do publicly announce a game, I'm not allowed to comment on where we're going to have a BB Wars event. So when we do, if we do, we will announce the heck out of it all over our social media. So stay tuned to our social media.
But I will tell you to send cash money to P.O. Box 123. Oh, wait.
No.
We'll do it later, guys. I'll send you the
I would
address.
love to go back up to Washington again. That's a very pretty state.
It is.
It's one of the greenest states I've ever been.
What is your favorite real steel firearm?
That's a good question.
Tis.
Depends. Kind of a fan of the Tavor. Real steel
Tavor
version.
is really
the
fun.
new Tavor.
Oh.
They've updated the trigger because like
Okay.
the link to the trigger. You guys even know like the Airsoft version of the Tavor. The trigger is kind of like long pull and it's kind of hard to pull. Like the real Tavor is really a very heavy trigger pull. They replaced it. They've got a new one. I think it's like 3.5 pounds, and it breaks super clean. I shot at SHOT Show this last year on range day, and oh yes, I'm in love.
Favorite real steel? Because, I mean, like, I have, like, one I really like right now, but I've never really shot it.
But the Vector. You ever shot the Vector?
Well, no, here's the thing is, if I was going to go with the submachine gun, definitely would be the Chris Vector. However, gun overall, I really like my Model 12 shotgun.
Really?
Yeah, it's an oldie and a greatie and a goodie and an awesomie.
There you go.
like-
Springfield Model 1898.
Nice.
I like AR-15s because they are a Lego set. But if I had to pick one, Springfield Armory M1A. Just a good old-fashioned, basically civilian M14.
Watch the M1 thumb.
Josh Witten, will the Crytek Vector be released this year? I assume you mean the AEG version. I don't believe we have a definitive release date. We're hopefully going to have a pre-production prototype in GITV Studios very soon. But again, I don't believe we have a definitive release date unless you know something I don't.
No, but I've got a video of me shooting it on my channel.
Look at you.
Shameless self-promotion.
Check out Airsoftology.
I was going to pull up my phone and show it to you guys, but it'd take too long.
Well, if you guys can, make sure to check out Jonathan on Airsoftology. Check out his Instagram. He's also got a Facebook page. I believe is Jonathan Higgs or Airsoftology?
It's Airsoftology across the board.
Okay.
Except YouTube is Airsoftologist, but you just type Airsoftology, you'll find me.
Wait, on YouTube it's Airsoftologist?
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
because somebody poached Airsoftology. I'll find you and I'll get you.
Call your hits.
You.
Yeah.
You.
I will find you.
What's the first thought you get when you see an airsoft cheater? Mine is Ezekiel 25:17. Nice. It is frustrating when you clearly shoot someone and they don't call it. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any two ways around that. Generally on the field, I personally try and let a ref know, like, hey, that guy's not calling his hits. Can you go check it out? Because I'm, of course, going to keep shooting him or her. Generally, it's not a good idea to just like start screaming at your opponent. I think it's the best thing to do is to let the ref know and handle it, with as much sportsmanship as you can. What are your guys' thoughts?
I usually go like, bruh, and I just keep shooting.
Fair.
Me? I think, great. Good YouTube video.
Oh yeah,
that's
true.
right.
Airsoft cheater, like you just put airsoft cheater up there,
Oh
and
yeah.
most people are gonna
I'm
watch
like,
it. So.
Oh, yeah.
sweet. It's going to be a great one.
Oh
No.
man.
No,
Okay.
please keep cheating. Keep cheating, really.
Oh jeez.
No.
What are your opinions on the gray Elite Force 1911, and should I get one? I assume he means like the limited edition cutout version.
Well, there's two versions. There's limited edition cutout, and there's also the new Battleship gray colored one.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
That's
okay.
We're just the tan one, but gray, right? It's like
yeah,
the
it's
same
gray with the black grips, but the grips are kind of like the same kind of look like little Tic Tac cutouts.
I mean, essentially the same gun. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you like the Elite Force 1911, you're probably more than likely going to get that gun. So if you're thinking about getting one, and you don't normally play it as CQB field where the FPS limit is 350, totally get one. They're great guns for outdoors. They shoot over 350. That's why I mentioned don't take it to a CQB field. But
Well, no, the Elite Force one shoots 330.
you sure? Because I know the Elite Force 1911 TAC, mine shoots like above 350.
You must have got a
times.
really early one.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
It
they're
was super
they're all under.
Oh, that's good.
350
That's
now.
Oh, well, there you go.
And because they're the new ones, the gray ones are all I think don't quote me the Gen number, Gen 5. So they've got all the new upgrades in them.
We're up to 5 already.
Yeah, I think so. They do a lot of upgrades. They because it's been out for a long time. So it has the better hammer. better hammer spring, so you don't have light strikes. It has the better the housing for the I guess the BB loader housing. The polymer in there is actually better material. There's a lot of things they've done to improve it, and I think the new hop-up bucking as well.
Cotton Ball 030, what should a beginner get for gear to start airsoft? I've got a couple suggestions, and they're actually some of my favorites. You know what I'm going to say?
No, I was going to just say what everyone has to start out with. A cross draw.
Well, not I ran one. I did too.
I
that
had
was
one.
That was my first one. But not everyone nowadays gets those. I mean, they were pretty ubiquitous.
Well, because
back
now
in the
you can
day.
get a plate carrier with pouches and stuff for like almost the same price.
Yeah, and that was going to be one of my suggestions. Lancer Tactical has, I can't remember what the plate carrier is called, but it comes with like 7 different pouches, and I think they're already pre-attached, but you can molly them on there.
Oh yeah, what's it called?
Yeah, the Lancer one, it's like the real, what do they call it? It's kind of the...
Cyraz or something?
Yeah, it's not the Cyraz, the one with the, it kind of looks like the airframe, or not the airframe, the JPC. That style is a great one.
Oh, there's that one. I was thinking of a
Jumpable
different
plate
one.
carrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one fits a lot of people, especially if you're a little smaller frame. You haven't quite filled out in the old area like I have a little bit here. It's awesome. Like, it does fit a lot of people. You can really shrink those things down.
My personal favorite suggestion, though, would be the Griffin Golem chest rig. It's only $15, maybe $13. It's
Wow.
a basic chest rig. It's got 3 M4 magazine pouches with molly on either side. The M4 magazine pouches are sewn in, so you can't move them. However, each pouch will hold 3 M4 magazines or 2 AK magazines. And the entire chest rig, you can open up to put in, bubble gum, Big League Chew, which is also bubble gum, maps, snacks. It's got a lot of room on it. And for $15 or even like 13 or 14, it's a great deal. And it's also surprisingly rugged for the price. So,
Wow, that's a good deal for
Oh,
that
yeah.
price.
And they
stupid good
even
deal,
have
yeah.
the belt too, where it
Yeah.
has the dump pouch, a belt, and then 2 more of those pouches, which,
more M4
which are the same
pouches.
size, so it can hold 3 and 3 or 2 and 2 of
Yeah,
AK.
that's the Griffin Dragon Spine belt system, which is, again, another great deal for like around $15.
Which
so.
that's even a good deal if you just need a belt for like an existing, what would you call it, battle belt or something like that.
What is a good plate carrier for a 12-year-old? Interesting question, although 12-year-olds do vary in size. I believe the JPCs work pretty well for smaller individuals.
Yeah.
I just got here. What did I miss? You missed a lot, Dr. Dank69. Oh, that's a good name.
We gave away $1 million. Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, if you guys did miss some live show, obviously you can wait till the live show's over, go back and rewatch the entire thing.
But then is it a live show?
No, it is not.
Then why you call it a live show then?
Because it's live right now, bruh.
But it's not live later.
Someone's asking, do you know when the PTS Masada ERG will be released? I actually don't know off the top of my head if there's a timeline for that.
I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah.
I know soon.
Yeah,
But they're usually pretty good. When they put it out there like that, it should be relatively... I can't remember what they told me. It's probably this year.
I feel like there's a lot of tricky engineering that has to go into that one because you don't have a buffer tube that has the weight.
Maybe more like an AK ERG system.
Yeah.
I mean, it's made by Ikai, which is the OEM or KWA's factory. So they probably are going to carry a lot of the technology over from the AK ERG.
Makes sense.
more
Yeah.
than likely. Nick Fajardo, please forgive me if I didn't say your name correctly. Bob, you're the reason why I keep Big League Chew in my admin pouch. Thank you, sir. That is a great bubble gum.
What flavor do you chew anyway?
I
Original
personally prefer sour apple.
I've seen it. I've almost bought it to try, and I was like, I don't need it right now.
I've never tried sour apple. Grape is like my go-to. But like grape, you start chewing it, and it goes flavor, and then like 60 seconds later, phoom,
Done. Yeah.
it's over. There's no more flavor.
Now, the sour apple carries on for a while, and it really gets your saliva going because it is super sour. I actually literally have a bucket of Big League Chew at home.
Bucket.
Yeah,
Dude.
it was given to me.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
like, did you seriously?
You see his
buy
eyes
it?
roll back in his head? Like, he seriously was just like glazed over.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
I love bubblegum. What can I say? Anywho, we're actually getting to the tail end of our live show. It's actually, we're right on time. So I just want to thank Jonathan from Airsoftology for joining us. If you guys haven't yet, once the live show is over, go on over and check out his channel, Airsoftology on YouTube. And make sure to check out his Facebook, Airsoftology, as well as his Instagram. You don't have Snapchat, right?
I don't really use it.
You do have a Twitter?
I do have a Twitter. And I do have an Instagram.
Yes.
I Insta the grams on Instagram.
No.
And you tweet the tweets on Twitter?
I do. I tweet the Twitters on Twitter. Yes.
That was very confusing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for showing up for a live show. If there's stuff you want to see in next week's live show, leave it in the comments below or let us know on Facebook. And also stay tuned to our Facebook this Thursday. We may be doing something very special from the walk-in store in California. Anyway, once again, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been our live show on March 8th, 2016. I'm Bob the X-Men Hildebrand. This is Jonathan from Airsoftology, and this is Bantha Bill.
It's Birthday Bill.
Birthday Bill. That's right. Goodbye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.